Hey guys, my name is Marlene, and on this video I'm going to teach you something about spiritual content. Today I want to talk about the clairs, and on this video I'm going to talk about what are the clairs, what are their use, who has them, which one are them, and how we can amplify them. So first I want to talk about what are the clairs. And just like we have a physical body, we also have the energetic body, the emotional body, and the mental body. But for this video, we're only going to talk about the energetic body. So just like our physical body, that we have 5 senses, which are our touch, our vision, our smell, our taste, our hearing. Our energetic body also has its senses, but they are energetic. We have clairaudience, clairvision, Claircognizance, and Clairsentience. And I will talk more in depth about these senses. These psychic gifts they act as tools to help us guide us through the energetic world. Just like our 5 senses can help us with our getting through our physical world, touching, like I can smell if it smells bad or if it smells good, and I'm constantly receiving information. At the same time, energetically, we're going through sense that through our clairs to tell us information, but it's all energetic, so we don't have a way to see it or to feel it or to touch it. We can just intuitive and sense it physically, energetic. So just like your physical body reads the 3D world, your energetic body reads the energetic world. So who has this psychic gifts? Pretty much we all have them. It's just that with time we forget that we have them, or like we don't use them. We don't understand what their use is for. And so, but anybody can have a vision, anybody can hear voices in their head, anybody can feel like the energy of somebody else when they're like low in energy and you just like don't want to be around that person. Everybody can feel that. So it just depends if how developed or like if you use them or not. Also, like if you have some sort of energetic trauma, then that can like have a blockage, but you can always remove blockages from your energetic body. And since there's no proof about these gifts, you start like doubting about if you really have them or not. It's not like you can show physical evidence that you have this gift. So it's all about trusting yourself and understanding that you do have this gift, but it's not something that you can prove to the world. You just have to believe that you do. So the first gift I'm going to talk about is clairvoyance, which is basically seeing images in your head. These are energetic images that you receive, but you only see them in your head. They're not there physically. Like you can be staring at a wall, but in your head you're getting like an image. And this is like being able to see the future or see through a symbolic image that you have to interpret it without any sort of your ego attaching to it or fear, and it's more like it's guiding you in to help you maybe solve like an issue that you might be having at the moment. So I'm gonna give you one exercise that you can practice to help you like amplify the psychic gift. Pretty much this exercise consists of you using your imagination, which is like your third eye. They're basically like the same, and you're gonna look. You can do this like staring at a blank wall, or you can just like look at me, while at the same time you're gonna imagine through your third eye that you are entering into a room. This could be your room, and while you're looking at me, you're going like your physical eyes are gonna be looking at me, but with your imagination you're gonna picture or visualize when you enter to your room, what do you see on the right, what do you see on the left, like what's in the drawers, what's in your bed. And like that way you're pretty much having like a double vision, right? Because you're seeing two things at the same time. It's coming from like your imagination. It might feel like a memory, but it's a little bit different that when you're using like your memory to like recall something, because you're basically imagining everything again, but you're looking at me. So with this exercise, again, you're pretty much seeing this double vision, and what is helping you is to remember that whatever you imagine is true. Like there's no way to prove it or anything, but your third eye is so connected to your imagination that it's actually true. Like you can actually feel like you're gonna be receiving messages that sometimes are like really bizarre, like weird, but intuitively you're gonna understand what it means because you see it. But physically, again, there's not gonna be anything for you to like prove it, but you're just gonna know like, oh yeah, I received this information and I can use it later on. So again, you will see images like right here. You can even do that when you have your eyes closed, like during meditation, and you get like just straight up images coming through you, because those are messages from like your guides, your angels, you know, they just come as images. Like you channel that information in a form of an image. And so people that have this gift a little bit more developed, they're able to see like even auras around people. They can even like see the energy around like the people, like plants or animals, like but this is like very advanced people that have like this gift already like super, you know, like developed, like they can see the colors, and because everything is like energy, so they can see all that energy around the people in the form of like a vision. And the way they see this auras is like through a form of like, it could look like colorful gas or like halos around people. And I know there's like some pictures, especially when people go to like cemeteries and they take pictures, and like only the camera is able to capture like the aura or like that circle. Like those are pretty much like the energetic images of those places, but it's just our eyes are not that developed to see that, but the camera is something like that. So that's kind of how it works with people that have that gift. So the next gift is Clairaudience, which basically means that you can hear sounds and read the energy through sounds, and you can like all that energy put into like a sentence, so you understand it through sentence. Let's say you get a message that means dog, and you like just hear like a sound, and like in the way you are able to process, like, oh, I just heard the word sound, you know, like you think about it, you know it's that word. You know, when you step into a room and you hear like a beep in your ear, that's because you're changing in frequency. So like that room might have a higher vibration, and if you might be in a lower vibration, it's your ears trying to be on that same, like tune into that same frequency of that room. And this is happening more often to people that are going through their spiritual awakening, because we are going through a spiritual awakening, and the earth is vibrating higher, which means our bodies are also adjusting to the higher frequencies of the planet. So that's why we might be hearing a lot of like beeps throughout the day, because it's our the way we receive messages, we're trying to tune in to the frequency. It's like a radio, basically. You're trying to tune in to the right frequency. So depending on which radio you're on, if you switch it, it might feel a little bit more or less, because we all want to be like in the same frequency. So the next gift is Clairsentience, and that one pretty much is you can feel the energy and the energetic field around you. It's not like you get a vision or you can hear words. It's like you can feel it, and I feel like most people have this gift or they understand it a little bit more. Example is like when you're next to a person that has like a dense, like low energy, and when you're next to them, like you start feeling low at the same time. Even if you were feeling happy, you start like feeling low, and like even you start showing like physical symptoms, like your skin might what's it called, you get like chicken skin or like you start like turning away without like unconsciously, or even your throat starts to close down because like this might be even people are like energetic vampires, so they might be stealing energy from you, so you start like closing down, so like in a way to prevent that. And I will explain this more later. I will explain this later on, but you can also sense this when you're walking into the room and you walk in and it's like it's not a good place or something like that, and you can feel it. It's like you're like, oh, like I don't like this place, or I don't want to be here. It's not even if it's like pretty or ugly looking. It's just how it feels, how it makes you feel. It's like you're not in the same energy. So that's the way your energetic body's trying to tell you like there's something with this energy in this room that maybe you shouldn't be here, or like something like that. And this gift is very useful, or some of the people that use it a lot is people that work with crystals, and they can feel the energy of the different crystals, or even like Reiki masters, because they can feel the energy in the body and like they can help heal other people. And the last psychic gift is Claircognizance. So this gift is pretty much the gift of knowing things. Like you channel information and you just know. Like it's very clear, very, you just know it's true. Like one example I can think about is like when people try to like lie to your face, but something in you tells you like this is a lie. There's no way for me to prove it. There's nothing I can show you to tell you it's true, but I just feel it like in my instinct, in my gut, that this is true, you know. So that's claircognizance. This is how you know you have that gift. Like maybe you're like doubting it that you have it. It's like, this is a clear example. A lot of times, like let's say one of our cousins or somebody like that we know like has an accident, and we receive that energy, and we're like, I just know something happened, like something, like call this person, you know. And like you end up calling that person or like somebody else, and they tell you, oh, they just got into like an accident, or something happened to them. And this is like the energy that came to you, and you were able to like know something was going on. But again, there's no way to prove it, unless obviously you have to like confirm it by calling or something like that. But a lot of times once you start using more this gift, like you don't need that confirmation, because you just know. And this gift, I feel a lot of like tarot readers, they use it a lot because they're like channeling just information by showing you the cards, and they will just like interpret it, and a lot of times like they're right about it. So going back to the example of like somebody lying to you, the way that you can see through it, like you know it's a lie, is because you might be able to tap into the library of the astral world, like the Akashic records, which is like energetic information of everybody in this planet. So you're able to read that energy, and you're able to understand, download it, and understand that that person is like lying, and you actually know what actually did happen. The same way that we're constantly using our physical senses, like when you're driving, you're touching, you're looking at the road, that same way you're using your energetic gifts, so, or senses, or clairs. you might be like having this problem that you don't know how to like go about it, and with using your intuition, guiding yourself with just what you feel is right, like your gut feeling in a way, you're able to come up with a solution that otherwise you wouldn't be able to see in like the normal usual circumstances. This is kind of how those gifts work. We're constantly using them, but it's just we're like doubting ourselves a lot of times if we have them or not. We have to learn how to separate like the messages we get from like our angels, our guides, and a message that's coming from our ego, like our fears, our doubts, and just to like be able to channel those messages a little bit more clear. But those gifts have always been there with you, we're just not using them. So how can you amplify these psychic gifts? Pretty much it's the same way of like taking care of your physical body. So you want to be eating right, exercising, drinking water, meditating. And this is because if you have like a higher frequency, you're able to distinguish between higher levels of frequencies that when you're very dense you like don't see them because you can't really vibrate on the same frequency. So by taking care of your physical body is the same way that you're gonna take care of your energetic body. Another thing you could do is take care of your energetic field, like your aura, which basically is like the spaces that you're in. For example, you might want to clean your physical space, like your environment, your room. If you work in a place where there's a lot of people and you're constantly interacting with different people, you might want to use some crystals. Like I see a lot of people wearing bracelets nowadays more than before, so that's one way to like protect your own energy. And also try to stay away from people that are like low vibration or like toxic, that you just feel like they might be stealing your energy. You also want to be spending a lot of time in nature, like doing some grounding where you pretty much ground yourself to the earth. I have a video about it explaining the benefits of it. And you also want to take care of your mental body, which if you're having like a lot of thoughts, or like if you're receiving all these messages and you're just very confused about it and you don't understand, you can do a lot of like meditation, some breath work also, just to clear all that mental energy so you can actually channel more like clear messages. So it's pretty much again like taking care of your physical body. Like when you receive those messages, a lot of time will be like, oh yeah, keep eating healthy, like drink some water, get some sunlight. And sometimes like again you will doubt like these are messages, but they're real. It's not only what you consume physically, but it's also like what you see on TV, or like the music that you listen to is other ways of consuming energy. So you want to be more careful. So yeah, these are the psychic gifts, the clairs. I hope you guys understood a little bit about them, and you honestly, what helps you develop these gifts is just to have faith, to have unconditional faith that whatever is coming in the form of an image, of a sound, it's true, you know, even if there's no way to prove it. You just have to have faith that it's happening, because your pineal gland is actually where your imagination like happens. So if you are imagining it, it's because you're receiving that message. You know, you can be in a place where it's like warm and you might get like the chills. That's because your energetic body is sensing something that your physical body it's not able to see. So that's basically like, trust yourself and don't doubt that like you might have these gifts already. You just need to put a little bit more of practice, and the more you practice the better you get at it. It's like a chef when they're first learning to make a meal, like they're tasting the food, making sure it has all the ingredients. It's the same thing with the clairs. You're like practicing, and with time you'll be able to differentiate with what each message is trying to tell you. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this video helps you on your spiritual journey and to understand a little bit more of the spiritual journey. And yeah, that's all I got for today. Thank you.